What's up, everybody? How's it going? Your boy Ghost here. We're suffering a little bit tonight, guys, but we're here for comms. I'm not sure what's going on. Your boy has an issue going on in his abdomen right now. We're seeing a doctor tomorrow. So we're gonna do some comms here, and then we'll have an open lobby at the end of the broadcast. I gotta do some practice for a race tomorrow that hopefully I can race in. But we're struggling a little bit, guys, so just bear with me. I apologize. I love you guys. Thanks for all the support. And we're here for OFR GTSNA Round 9 tonight at Interlagos, everybody. So it should be a fun race. Interlagos is always an interesting racetrack when you've got a bunch of guys on the track together. Makes for some interesting passing. Makes for some good battling, especially in the middle technical sector of the track. And again, this is a manufacturer series, so there's all sorts of different types of cars on the track here today, as we're following my cabbages right now. So we got Tattooed Freak. We are in the middle of qualifying. I was a little bit late getting on, guys. That's my fault. It's just because I'm struggling a little bit today. So, Apex is sitting in pole right now. It's only like 4 minutes left in the qualifier, guys. I apologize. Egon's sitting in second in that Lexus, Emily Frey Lexus, pardon me. We got Doc in his Lexus here as well, sitting in third currently. We have Ghost. Nice to see Ghost on track tonight in fourth as well. We have Badass now with that new tag, their TCR tag, so that's pretty cool. Congratulations to Badass there on his change there. Sitting in fifth place currently, we have Dre. I believe that is Egon's cousin, if I'm not mistaken. He races over at CC Sim, joining in tonight as well, so he's doing well, sitting in sixth. We know he hasn't had a whole lot of practice. We got Jake in seventh, our boy Jake, just coming off a nice hot win over on Wednesday night over the DMJ Vroom Room Choice of Weapons Series, so he's going to be looking to repeat that here tonight, as he has now come across on pole just ahead of Badass. So Tattooed now sitting down in third place currently. Got Ninja Kid here in ninth. He's in the Lamborghini today. We've got Kilty in the Corvette, currently sitting in 10th place. And it looks like we only got 10 guys on track tonight. So nice to see Kilty on track too, ladies and gentlemen. So we got lots of fan favorites in the race today. All the communities coming together to jump in the race with the OFR boys. So we'd love to see that. We got drivers from GVG Squad, we got drivers from Apex Motorsports, we got drivers from CC Sim, we got drivers from RWB Racing, of course we got the Apex boys in here as always, and we got Ghost 413, who's an independent driver, of course. So yeah, lots of different members of communities coming in here tonight to race, so we love to see that. How is everybody? Sorry guys, I'm just, struggling a little bit. So, Tattooed Freak now, with some fresh rubber on the car, is going to try and get that pole back from Badass and Jake. Just up ahead of him here. He has only 3/10 of a second will do it, so not a ton of time, but when you got lots of guys on a very similar pace, it gets very difficult sometimes to find those extra tenths of a second, so we'll have to see how Tattooed responds here. I don't think you guys have any audio. Oh, you do have audio. Okay, good. So how's everybody doing tonight? Ninja Kid now moving up into fifth. Kilt moving up into ninth. Egon's dropping down to sixth. Doc coming out of the pits. Ghost just looks like he's chilling. Where is our boy Tattooed here? There he is. Alright guys, we're going to get rid of my ugly mug because the race is going to be starting just after qualifying here. So this is I believe it's a 30 lap race here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. So works out to just a little over 40-minute race, depending on race pace, of course. But yeah, we're looking at about a 40 to 45-minute race tonight, so fantastic. Got 10 drivers on track. Jake on pole. We've got Badass just getting dropped down to thirds. We've seen Tattooed Freak just come across his hot lap there and managed to get second from Tattooed Freak there by 8/1000ths of a second too. So great job by Badass there to get a spot back from one of the two drivers there. Badass now in third. We've got Mike Cabbages in fourth. We've got Ninja Kid sitting on a hot lap here. So let's ride with Ninja Kid. Currently sitting in fifth at the moment. We'll see what happens when he comes across the line here. We did see a little slide coming around that final corner there, so may have slowed him down a little bit. He's going to stay in fifth there. Egon is finished. Doc is in seventh. Kilt moves up into eighth. We got Ghost in ninth. And Dre in 10th place. Absolutely loving seeing him on track here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic stuff. So Jake is starting to step into the GT45 gaming commentary spotlight a fair bit lately here, as we're seeing him in quite a few of the leagues that we commentate for. We see him here in the OFR. We also see him, of course, in DMJ. He runs in a EUMA league, I believe it is, over in the United Kingdom as well. And, of course, with Ghost Viper Gaming, when Ghost Viper Gaming has his seasons going, Jake is also competing in that as well. So, and, of course, GT Champions Series as well in Division 1. So Jake is all over the radar right now, making a name for himself, and very fast driver, good racer. So let's see if he can, let's see what he can do here tonight. Starting on pole, he is in GTR. He absolutely loves that car. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's race time. We got Evandro coming in with the thumbs up. How you doing, Evandro? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are off, and oh, that GTR getting a little bit of a rough start, so Badass is going to shoot across him here. So Jake losing position early on in the race here with a poor start on the line. So Badass in first, we got Jake in second. Egon looking to try and take third. Egon got a really great start off the line, as I believe he was starting in sixth. So good hold to Egon in Egon fashion, coming off the line like a bullet, grabbing a couple early quick positions. But now he has Tattooed Freak all over the inside of him here, as we're going to be coming into this hard left-hand corner here. So let's see how these guys get through. Tattoo just sticks up in front. Everybody gets through beautifully there. Great job by the drivers. As we see, Doc is just on the back end of this battle as well. So we got a three-way fight for third place here at the moment. We're just going to stick with this for a minute. And everybody just kind of falling in line right now. So we're in Brazil tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Brazil, Interlagos. This is a really, really great racetrack. This racetrack typically provides really, really good battles, especially when you got drivers with very similar pace on track throughout a race. So do expect to see some really good battles. Oh, Tattoo's going wide. Tattoo goes wide, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really wide there. He's going to come back on track. He's going to lose 1, 2, possibly 3 positions. Here's Ninja Kid's going to try. No, Ninja Kid's just not quite going to get around him, but Ninja Kid is up in his business now. Coming into corner 1 here, so let's see if Ninja Kid does try to make a move here. Is he going to go inside? Oh, he's just going to sit behind. So nice and calm, nice and patient. So let's see what happened from Tattooed there. We can see he's on the back end of Jake here as they're coming through the middle sector here on Interlagos. Very technical sector, this sector, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of throttle control required. And then coming around the final corner, did he just get too much curb here? Oh, he just got on the throttle a little too soon. And mowed a little bit of grass there. So, did a good job to keep the car still in a straight line and only losing a couple positions. That could have been disastrous. He could have spun out and been doing donuts off in the grass there for a couple of minutes before finally getting that car back on track. So good reaction time there by Tattooed Freak, as makes a bit of a mistake there, but early on in the race, so lots of time to make up time here. So no need to panic. We've got Ninja Kid sitting in 6th. I believe I just saw Egon battling with potentially Doc there. We do have Doc all Tattooed Freak all up in Doc's business right now here as well. As Tattooed Freak's just right on the back end of Doc. Whoa, he almost did it again, chat. Oh my goodness. Woo. Tattooed Freak losing it coming out of that final corner for 2 laps in a row. Kept it on track this time, but definitely losing that time on Doc there. So hopefully he can get that corner sorted out, because as we've seen now, chat, that's two laps in a row. He's just gotten on the throttle a little bit too early coming out of that final corner there. Ghost 413 here in 7th place with Cabbages getting real close to him there. And then we have Kilt just on the back end of this as well in 9th. And I'm not sure what happened to our 10th place driver here. Potentially making a bit of a mistake there, we're not sure. So we can see Badass here leading off very early in the race. He is in that Corvette. We should bring up all the racing info for you guys, so you guys can just see where we're at here for a second. So we got Badass on the soft tire. We've got Jake on the soft tire. We've got Egon on the soft tire. We've got Doc on the mediums. We've got Tattooed also on the soft tire. So we would suspect to see Tattooed probably want to try and get around Doc fairly quickly here. Got Ninja Kids on the hards, so doing really well actually in 6th place there on the hard tire. We've got Ghost on the mediums. My Cabbage is also on the hards. Kilt is on the mediums. And Dre's looking like he's struggling just a little bit here, but on the soft as well. Dre's a really good racer, ladies and gentlemen. Don't kid yourselves. Don't let that a couple of camera shots. We just managed to catch him on a bad corner twice in one race. He's actually a really good race car driver. Again, you guys can find him racing over with CC Sim Racing during their manufacturer series, I believe it is. So yeah, he's a good racer, ladies and gentlemen. He's just called in last minute here tonight with a very limited practice and just warming into the race. I suspect by the end of the race he'll be just cruising along in his normal pace. So lots of time to get back into this race yet, and I don't doubt for a second that we won't see him somewhere in the fight here. So we have Egon still in 3rd. Tattooed has gotten around Doc, as we suspected would happen relatively quickly. It did. So now we have Tattooed trying to chase Egon back down. So Doc dropping back to 5th place. We still have Ninja Kid sitting here in 6th. But Ghost in behind him here on the softer compounded tires. So have to see if Ghost 413 decides to push or not. And Ghost, I believe, will probably be live streaming this currently, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be over on his Facebook page, exactly how we see his name on screen here. Capital X, capital G, HOST, 413, capital X, at Facebook, man. Go say hi, go give him a shout out, go check it out from his point of view. And, yeah, really good race car driver, ladies and gentlemen. So, tell him Ghost says hi if you happen to pop over. We got My Cabbages here trying to chase him down in 8th place. We've got, Kilty has disconnected from the lobby, it looks like. So we've got Dre now in 9th, and we lost Kilt Racer. And Dre's looking like he's actually lagging a little bit here as well. And it seems to have settled down now. So let's go back to our field here. So we have Badass here sitting in first place currently. Getting a little bit sideways out of that corner there, but doing a pretty good job in that Corvette. He has almost a 4-second gap on GVG Jake behind him here. So, again, Jake is in that GTR, but Jake has opened up about a 7-second gap on our third place driver, Egon, who has tattooed all over the rear bumper of that Lexus right now. So, basically all Egon's seeing right now is, Supra. And speaking of, he's going to go make that move right now. Goes on the inside, coming into corner one here. And he manages to get the move done. Didn't look like Egon really fought him too much on that there either. Just a little bit of strategy. So, Egon now dropping to 4th. Tattoo moving up into 3rd place. Egon's still very close behind him, though, so I'm sure that battle's not over with yet. We have Ninja Kid. What a great shot. Just an absolutely great shot of all the cars coming down. Oh, we'll give Dre his awesome car shot here, too, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. Whoa, look out, cameraman! Woo, cameraman got a little close there. You gotta pay the cameraman extra to get those kinds of shots like that, ladies and gentlemen. Jonathan, what's up? How you doing? Formula One, bunch of badasses racing tonight, absolutely. So, Badass here in first place, looking very, very strong. Lots of time left in this race yet, though, Chad. I mean, we're only on lap 6 of 30. I would assume it's going to be a 3-stop race. I could be wrong. Some drivers might only do it in 2 stops. It's going to come down to those tires and that fuel, which I'll show you at around lap 10. Maybe lap 9, we'll start to show those tires to you guys again. And the reason why we're not showing it tonight like we do in previous nights, guys, is we just have lots of people that watch the broadcasts, and we just want to keep it fair for all the competitors on track. So we're just not gonna show it during the middle parts of the race. When we feel the pit windows starting to come up, we'll drop that just so everybody can take a look. So Ghost now grabbing 6th place from Ninja Kid. Let's see if we can see that move. We just missed it. It looked like he got it done just coming out of the final corner there. So, great job by Ghost 413 there, now getting around Ninja Kid. But again, we suspected that was going to happen as those 2 drivers are on different tires. We have Mike Cabbages here in 8th place, and Dre in 9th. Got to make up some time here, but motoring along nicely. And we lost Kilt Racer, ladies and gentlemen. So, Kilt will finish 10th in the race today, as he did start the race, of course. And Jonathan coming in with that like as well. I'm not hearing my alerts again tonight. Not exactly sure what the deal is with that. Just bear with me 1 second here, chat. We're going to try and fix that. If I can find it. Kilt coming in with that like and that share. What's good, Kilt? How you doing, brother? Huh. Not sure what's going on there. We don't have alerts, chat. Huh. Those aren't the right ones either. Alright, well, I guess we'll get back to the race for the time being. I'm not sure what the deal is there. I swear, going to toss the router out the window since they upgraded. It's been an issue. I'm pissed. Or it's PS network causing everything else is connect. Yeah, I know, Kilt, man. Hey, yeah, you've really been having a hard time staying connected. I don't know what's going on, because... Were you trying to stream, bro? Alright, sorry guys, we're just trying to get this fixed here. Oh, that might be why. Okay. Okay. I got it. I see why now. Because I got the webcam shut off, I've got the live scene shut off. And the live scene is, just from GT Sport. Yeah, well, you know, the same thing, Kilt. I host lobbies all the time, and guys don't have a problem being connected. But the moment I host a league race, it seems like at least one driver always has a disconnect issue. So I think you're exactly 100% right, man. I think what's happened is, with the launch of GT7 coming near, like, I mean, we're 3 weeks away. I think that they've just taken all their resources and put it into the release of GT7 and are ignoring what's happening over here on GT Sport. So yeah, I totally think that's what it is, man. So we'll drop that for a minute, guys, so you guys can see what's going on with the tire situation here. As we see Dre coming in, changing up the tires. Jake's softs are actually looking a little bit better than Badasses up front here. But, you know, still, well, you know, they're actually not terrible in shape for that GTR. He's doing a really good job. And Tattoos are just a little bit worse than Jake. So Jake has the best tires out of that group up front right now. Ghost Stocks mediums are looking pretty warm. We suspect to see him. Ghosts are looking really good still right now. Apexes are fresh. Ninja is now on some fresh softs. Egon's coming out on them meads. And again, we just saw Drake come in for a fresh set of mediums. So every driver but the front 4 guys have pit and changed to another compounded tire. Yeah, you were looking good too, Kilt, bro, man. Sorry that happened again, bro. I don't understand what's going on. We see Tattooed coming into the pits now as well. We'll stick with Tattooed here as his team gets ready to strap in the old fresh rubber and some fuel. A very long pit stop here at Interlagos, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that pit crew go to work. Car looking real good. I'm not sure if Tattooed is streaming the race tonight or not either, but he's over on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Apex Racing on YouTube, so yeah, go check him out too. I'm not sure if he's live right now or not, though. Woo! Jake getting all kinds of squirrely there coming out of that corner. So Badass has managed to make a 10-second gap on Jake here, but Jake has really opened the gap up on third place driver, who's Doc Coop right now, because he has yet to come in and pit as well. So now we see Ghost 413 right on the back end of Doc here. So Ghost is having a really good race tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And the NSX is probably pretty well suited for this track, so... You can see Ghost is really being patient behind Doc here. He's just kind of hanging out behind him, chilling. Maybe waiting for him to make a mistake, right? Sometimes that's the best thing to do in these longer races. There's no need to force the pass here. If he's maintaining your pace, and why not work together a little bit? Maybe catch that group up in front of you. So we did see Badass just dip into the pits here. And he's just coming out now, so he's opted to take the hard tire here. So we just have Jake and Doc left to go into the pits here. So Ghost now ends up in third place here. So is he going to try and make a move on Doc, or maybe he's just going to opt to pit when Doc pits as well here, maybe? So our top three have yet to do their first pit stop, so we're sticking with our top three here just for the moment. Yeah, I know, Kilt, I feel you, brother. And it's going to be riddled with problems, man. We all know that. I mean, any of us that are thinking about it, it's going to have glitches and bugs, and it's going to be a mess for the first month. I'm just gonna grind out all the campaign mode stuff in that first month and wait for them to fix all that stuff, and then I'll get into it. But we'll be here on GT Sport too, because we still have the leagues going on here in GT Sport, so. So Jake opting to go around and again. His times are pretty consistent, so he's doing a good job at managing the worn out tires there. So we see Doc now coming in, getting off those tires. Ghost opting to stay out for another one, picking up a penalty there as well. And I'm actually not sure where the penalty bleeding zone is here right away. Just because I missed the driver's meeting, I'm a little late today. I'm assuming right there. So we see Ghost dive over and burn that penalty off right before the corner there. So Badass now out of the pits on, trying to catch up to Ghost here. Now Ghost is on worn out tires here. So we're just going to cover that back up here. And Jake is going to pit, yes or no? I'm assuming he's probably starting to run low on fuel by this point in the race as well, so. Yes, he is pitting. Alright, so we got Jake in the pits. I would assume that Ghost is going to be right behind him here. Which will give Badass the lead back, essentially. Depending on where Jake comes out here. So we do see Ghost now going in as well. So Badass does get ahead of Jake coming around pit lane there. Jake is out. Let's see what he grabbed there for a second. So he's running on the same strategy as the driver in front of him. And we're going to jump in with Ghost. Alright, so we are seeing the most of the drivers on similar strategies here coming into the final pit stops of the races. So we have Badass here in first place. He's got a almost 8 second lead over Jake at the moment here, as Jake's out on fresh rubber. And then we have Tattooed Freak, who's just about 6 seconds behind Jake. And then My Cabbage is here now up in fourth place after that series of pit stops. So his undercut looking very beautiful there, as he has gained 4 positions from the round of pit stops here. Ninja Kid grabbing a position here as well, up into 5th place. We have Ghost in 6th. And I'm not sure what's wrong with Dre there. He is in ghosted mode, so the artificial intelligence has essentially taken over his car. So we see Ghost getting around him there in 6th. Egon's now coming around in 7th. We've got Doc here in 8th. We've got Dre still in 9th. And of course losing poor Kilt Racer there due to connection error, confirmed connection error. Yeah, go get her, brother. For sure, brother. I hear you. I hear you, man. So Badass is looking really strong there, but he's not losing anything to Jake right now, and Jake's not gaining anything on Tattooed either. And Mike Cabbages isn't that far behind Tattooed, only 3.8 seconds. And then we've got Ghost up in 5th. So Ninja Kid on an interesting strategy here as we see him come back into the pits. Yeah. So I'm not sure what that's about. That's definitely a strategy-based thing, I think, ladies and gentlemen, because he just went into the pits and took soft tires just a couple laps ago. I'm not sure what's going on there now, but he has changed his tire compound, so different strategy. Have to see how that works out for him. Just a little confused, I guess, by what happened there. We got Dre back out here in 9th place as well. Sorry, lost my train of thought, guys. There's lots going on here tomorrow right now, as far as tomorrow's race goes with GT Champions, and something a little extra special being added into the broadcast tomorrow for that. So my apologies, just lost my train of thought there for a second. And of course, I've still got my health issues I'm dealing with as well. So yeah, lots going on right now for GT45 Gaming, but my apologies. We'll get back into the commentary here. Egon sitting in 5th place, ladies and gentlemen, doing really well here as well, with Dog Coop just behind him. So both Alexis on very similar pace here, it looks like. And Mike Cabbage is sitting in 7th here now. And Dre's in 9th, Ninja Kid in 8th. Now, again, Ninja Kid's on an interesting strategy here, so we'll have to see how that plays out moving forward. So Badass here still in 1st, but he has lost a 2nd on Jake in the last 2 laps here. So Jake is starting to slowly close that gap up on our leader Badass. And then Tattooed is slowly gaining on Jake as well, so that means Tattooed has also picked the pace up. And then Ghost is a little bit behind our podium drivers at the moment, but still chasing him down there in 4th place. And I believe Egon going a little bit juicy wide there, managing to keep that car together. He's probably going to get a penalty for that. Yep. So Doc getting 5th place from Egon there, and Egon's going to have to deal with that penalty yet. So where is Cabbages? Okay, Cabbages is just coming through the corner where Egon picked a penalty up, so he should be fine as far as losing any more positions goes, but now he's going to lose that time behind Doc. to regain that 5th place spot. So Egon's going to have to work to catch him here. So we got Badass coming into the pits, and Jake opting to come into the pits right behind him here. So Jake getting off those hards quite early. Badass running him out for a couple extra laps. So both these drivers now will, I would be assuming, going on the final tire compound required in the race. We're just going to verify that. And Ghost is also coming in to get his next set. Yes. And Jake, I'm assuming, will be the same. Okay. And Mr. Ghost opting to get off them tires real quick himself. The 413, ladies and gentlemen, now taking on some tires. Now the question is he going to run the rest of the race out on this compounded tire, or is he going to make another stop to put on a faster compound tire? And I'm not going to say what the drivers are taking. We're just going to allow you guys, the viewers, to see what's going on there. As you see Dre going wide there, allowing Cabbages to go through. We see Cabbages now up into 6th place there after another round of pit stops by most of the drivers. So Tattooed Freak sitting in 1st place right now with a 18-second gap on the 2nd place driver Doc, who's got oh. Pardon me, chat. Badass all over the back of him here. So Doc holding the inside line there, but going really wide. So a little late on the brakes by Doc. Badass going to cut back here. Is he going to get the job done on the outside of this long sweeping corner here, coming into the next left-hander, is the question. They are drag racing down. Doc is just beside him. No. Doc is going to have to tuck back in behind Badass here. So Badass able just to take the racing line here. Doc is looking inside. Not quite able to get his nose in there, but he did close up. So a good little battle here for 2nd and 3rd place right now. As we've seen Badass just get around Doc a few turns ago there. So Doc is absolutely battling with Badass here right now to try and get those positions back. Get the position back. As we can see, Jake's coming up in the very far background there behind Egon, currently sitting in 4th place himself right now. So Egon doing a great job there as well in that Lexus, and we see Jake coming down on him here in that GTR just behind him here. Mike Cabbages here in 6th place. Then we've got Ninja Kid up into 7th. And Ghost 413 is down in 8th at the moment. And Dre rounding out the field there in 9th place. So to our leader, Mr. Tattooed Freak. Managing to maintain that 18-second gap around that last lap. So we're going to stick with our leader here. And I think we'll do a on board with our leader when he comes around this time. Of course, unless he decides to pit, then we'll wait for another lap. That was a great camera shot. That was an absolutely fantastic camera shot as he went around that hairpin corner there, ladies and gentlemen. Great stuff by the camera crew here on track tonight. OFR must have paid these guys a little extra to get the good shots. As we can see, cameraman back out on track. They're really trying to get that great shot. And Tattooed making a really great exit there. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, a juicy little onboard here with our race leader. Just a really great executed corner right there by Tattooed Freak, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. There's a lap around Brazil, Interlagos, ladies and gentlemen, with our current race leader, Tattooed Freak. That was a beautiful lap by Tattooed Freak there. And while we were doing that, Jake has moved up from 5th to 3rd place here. So I'm not sure what happened, but Egon is back here in 6th place. So I'm wondering if there was an incident on track or if Egon just made a mistake and just lost a few positions. We're not sure because, of course, we didn't catch it because we were on board with our race leader. So we see Doc coming into the pits there. Egon moving up into 5th. We got Cabbages in 4th place. We've got Doc in just losing 6 to Ninja Kid here, but Ninja Kid still has to get around to the other end of the pit lane here, essentially. So you're about to see why it takes so long for pit lane here on Interlagos, because pit lane exit actually isn't until the end of this straightaway. So right here you see that one, right there you see that solid line on the left of Ninja Kid's car. That's where these guys are coming out of the pit lane. So Doc losing that position there, so is he going to lose it on Ghost 413 here as well? It does appear so. So Doc dropping down into 8th as he just comes out behind Ghost there. And Dre doing a great job still back there hanging in 9th place. So we do have Tattooed Freak. He's lost a very small amount of that gap on Badass currently, so still sitting at 17.5 seconds. We can see Badass is just coming across that finish line. We can see Jake is starting to track him down. So we got My Cabbages and Egon now both coming in for another stop. So as I suspected, this is most likely a 3-stop race for most of these drivers. And that is absolutely what we are starting to see, as we see Ninja Kid now coming in as well. We're just going to sit with Ninja Kid here, give him some good juicy camera love here. So he is going to come out in 8th place here. So let's go back to the front of the pack with our leader, who is still Tattooed Freak. And we see him coming in for his final pit stop right now. So let's see where Badass and Jake come out in front or behind of Tattooed Freak here once he's done his pit stop. I'm assuming Badass is going to come out in front for sure. Jake is going to come out either just in front or just behind, if I had to guess. Depends on how much fuel Tattooed needs to take in this pit stop. He is only on 8% fuel, so Jake's probably going to get the position on him here as well. So Badass now back in the race lead. Jake in 2nd place. Where is Tattooed going to come out? And you can just see how long pit lane is here today, ladies and gentlemen, as we follow Tattooed all the way down his journey here. And Tattooed is going to still come out in third place, so where is Doc? Doc is just coming around the first set of corners, so he's not that far behind. And my Cabbage is very close behind in tow there. And then we see Egon just coming down the hill. And we got Ghost 413 just coming to where we just saw Egon go through. Oh. We got Ninja Kid here in 8th place. And our Mr. Dre in 9th place here today. Doing a fantastic job. All the drivers, ladies and gentlemen. So, Badass here, cruising. Looking very strong here so far tonight. Up in the lead at the moment. Jake is just behind, about 3.2 seconds away. Tattooed is behind Jake by a fair bit here, but are these two drivers going to have to pit is the question. If Jake and Badass can run the rest of the race without having to pit, they should have those positions locked down. However, if they got to pit, it may give Tattooed the lead back at the end of those pit stops. So it'd be interesting to see what's going to happen here over the next 6-7 laps. We got Ghost 413 here in 7th place. Not too far behind our 6th place driver Egon, and then Ninja Kid is about 5 seconds down the road from Egon. So we see the race leader coming here, so Dre is just ghosted because he's lap traffic essentially. So they have the ghosting turned on for the lobby settings, which will turn lap traffic or slower traffic, however you want to pronounce it, a back marker some people call it. It just ghosts them, so instead of the drivers having to go around them, they can essentially just drive through them if they choose. But again, that has its own set of risks. So we see Badass getting around Dre there, and Jake's just coming up to him now, so Jake has closed that gap up a little more yet. And it looks like we got a nice little battle between Doc and Cabbages here, so it'd be interesting to see how this develops here over the next few corners here. We're going to stick with this because Cabbages is taking a look. Doc opting to defend the corner here. Again, Doc is going to defend here. He's going to force Cabbages to the outside. Chance for Cabbages to get a cutback here. No, he's just going to try and outright do it on the outside. So, Cabbage is trying to get the move done on the outside. Doc hanging in, though. He's not giving up, but Doc is going to have the outside coming into this next corner here. As you can see, Apex came in really hot. Went a little bit deep. Doc getting the cutback on Apex. So, my Cabbages, sorry. So, my Cabbage is back to square one. He's got to try and find his way back around Doc here again. So, closing back up. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. And unless Doc makes a mistake through this sector, I don't suspect we're actually going to see him move through this part here. He'll probably just try to stay close behind Doc, come through the final corner, getting that slipstream up the long straightaway here, and try to make the move back into corner one again. Not really a straightaway, I guess, but a straightaway nonetheless. You know, the run to the finish line, so... And Cabbage is going to go on the outside this time. Looking for a cutback potentially here. And oh, Doc's like, I see your cutback and I raise it a defense. So great job by Doc there again. defending through the first set of corners there. Trying to break that toe as you see him run across the racetrack there. He's going to defend that line. His Cabbage is going to be able to get it done this time. Looking for the cutback. Oh, almost got his nose in there, but Doc has really shut the door on my Cabbages here. So we got a really great battle going on here, but I do see Jake is starting to close up on Badass, so we are keeping our eye on that as well. It's such a good battle, I don't want to leave it. I'm gonna go take a peek real quick though. Alright, we can drop this. We can show you guys what's going on here now throughout the race. So here's our compounds, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm not going to say it, you're just going to have to take a peek for yourself. Jake is not able to really get much closer to Badass here. Badass is doing a really good job at maintaining that 2-second gap from Jake right now. Tattooed sitting in third. My Cabbage is sitting in fourth. We got Doc sitting in fifth. And battling. These two are still battling. So, yeah, we're still sticking with this battle here. You see Doc is all up on Cabbage's business here right now. See Doc is opting to go really wide into the corner and then come out wide. So he's just coming out with the absolute best amount of momentum he can here, not to lose the back end of Cabbages here as he's trying to get that 4th spot back from Cabbages. These guys have been battling like this for about 3.5 laps now. So really good battle happening here. Between 4th and 5th place, I'm just keeping my eye on 1st and 2nd place there. As we can see, the gap is starting to close here as we're getting closer to the end of the race here. Jake is forced to try and push now. We are on the white flag lap, the penultimate lap as some may call it here today. So there is only going to be one more lap for these guys next time around Interlagos here. But seeing what I've been seeing tonight, I do believe, I'm not sure what the tire mandate for the race is, but we may have a driver in violation of our tire mandate for a 3rd week in a row now. Alright, so we're going to jump on with our leaders here as they're on their final lap around Interlagos. Badass still in the lead. Jake is within a second. Let's see if Jake has got anything for Badass coming down to the start-finish line here. We have a driver spun out in front of him. Looked like it goes 4-1-3. Oh, Jake all kinds of loosey-goosey coming around that corner. So, Ghost looking like he had a little bit of an accident there. I think Ghost is just having some fun right at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's just playing around. Just getting out of the way of the race leaders here. I don't want to leave this battle just in case something happens here. Jake's going to make a move. It has to be here. I mean, coming up to start finish line, these guys are 1,000 meters away from the end of this race here. Looking like Badass is 100% going to hold Jake off here for the win tonight at Interlagos in round 9. So great job by Badass. Oh, Jake's making the run, but just couldn't quite get it done. So Tattooed Freak here in 3rd place. We see Ghost coming through there in 8th. We have Drake coming through in 9th. And Tattooed coming through in 3rd place. So great job by the 3 drivers here. We have Cabbages in 4th. Doc in 5th. Egon and Ninja Kid battling for that 6th place spot, coming down to the start-finish line here. Love it. Love it. Is Ninja Kid going to get it done? He might be close enough here. Oh, he's going to go. He's going to try. It's a drag race to the finish line. Oh, my God. Was that close? Holy moly, chat. That was close. Egon just edging out Ninja Kid right at the finish line by a front fender. Whoo, Badass with the victory, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Badass. Showing that Canadian pride up on that racing suit. Absolutely love that. And, ooh, what a great finish there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so that was a good race, guys and gals. A good race. So, our race results, ladies and gentlemen. Badass in 1st place over Jake by only 0.4 of a second. So, Jake finished in 2nd by 0.4. And then Tattooed Freak came behind in 3rd place. Like Cabbages in 4th. Doc just behind him in 5th place. Egon and Ninja Kid with the drag race to the finish line. Egon just edging out Ninja Kid by... Oh, wow, they tied. Okay, so I'm not sure how that works. Wow. So the live timer says Egon and Ninja Kid actually went across the line at the same amount of time. So it must be coming down to the 10th of a thousandth of a second here in Gran Turismo Sport this evening, ladies and gentlemen, to determine that Egon finishes ahead of Ninja Kid because they came across the start-finish line tied there, judging by what the live timer is saying. I've never seen that before. Ain't that something, chat? There's a first for everything, hey? And then Ghost finishing in 8th and Dre in 9th place. And, of course, we lost Kilt to disconnection early on in the race there. So, really unfortunate there for Kilty. Go pop into that chat there and see if we got some podium finishers up in there. Hello, my friend, online friend. How are you today? On the PlayStation 4 Gran Turismo Sport.
I shall catch you guys soon. GG's on the win, badass.
Thanks, man.
CC Racing still
Good racing.
up. What's up, Craig?
Yeah, catch you guys
20
soon.
more seconds, guys.
See you later, buddy.
Good night, guys.
Hey, Jake. Hey, Jake.
So Badass, how does it feel to win a race?
Ha ha ha! I won 2 races on Sunday when you weren't there.
Oh,
I done the start from the back challenge on them. Yeah, there was no one fast, not a single person.
Nice. But I love how
I'm 90%, guys. Sorry, Mr. Host.
So
Is a Doc? Yeah, hang in there, Doc. Just a second.
no, you're good.
Man.
So badass.
I think we'll just give him a second to chat there. Sorry if the interviews need to get back to the missus. You're all good, Jake, brother. Good race tonight, brother. Yeah. That was the idea, yeah. I'm just letting you guys do your thing for a minute before I do it, that's all. Well, let's do them real. We'll Sorry, guys, didn't mean to interrupt there. My bad.
It's your show, buddy.
My show. Well, it's your show. It's your league, man. Well, what a great race, you guys. Interlagos never really seems to disappoint as far as racing goes. It's always an interesting racetrack to race on, especially when you put different manufacturers on the track together. So, third place, Tattooed Freak, having a great drive again. Congratulations, Tattooed, on your third place finish. Tell us a little bit how your race went for you.
It was terrible. Dude, I think I spun off the track 3 times in that race. I just couldn't put the power down for some reason, and back end was breaking loose like crazy. So, you know, what are you gonna do?
We did see that you did make a couple nice saves coming off the final corner there. Those 2 laps in a row there as well. So,
yeah,
one a little better than the other, but to be able to cut through the grass like that and not have the car spin around and do 5,000 donuts right there is pretty impressive. So,
well, impressive would have been not being on the grass.
fair enough, man. Any shout outs?
I think, no, in all honesty, I think I could have hung in there with those guys. You know, Badass and Jake, had it not been for those couple of mistakes, you know, throughout the race. And, you know, once Jake got me, dude, I knew there was no catching him. So, you know, what do? You just keep driving and hope not to screw up too many more times to lose that third place position, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you did a really great job there tonight, and Cabbages was kind of starting to try to close you up a little bit there, but he just ran out of time in the race, so.
Right on. Yeah, he's a fast driver. He's a great addition to the Apex Racing crew.
Absolutely. He looks very racy. Should be fun to watch him in the future.
Yep.
All right, any shout-outs? Anybody want to thank? Same old deal. You know how it goes.
Well, yeah, same old deal. You know, shout you out. Hope you're feeling better. You know, hope you get that shit taken care of soon. You know, Apex Racing, Badass, congratulations for the win. You know, Jake, way to go.
All right, great stuff. So congratulations to Tattooed Freak on another podium finish here this season. Nearing the end of the season, we're on our last one next week, right, guys?
Yeah.
Beauty. So it should be a bang-up race, ladies and gentlemen. Cannot wait. Jake was our second place finisher, but Jake did have to run right after the race. But he is in chat saying, good game to all. Thank you for having me. Mistake caught me out again. But yeah, still happy with what I got. Just tried the softs for 1 lap too long. Good game. GG, guys, and thanks for having me. So, a little word from our second place finisher there, Jake, up in the chat. And congratulations to Jake on another solid finish here this week in another race. So, he's looking very strong right now, ladies and gentlemen, getting tough to beat. And Badass winning the race today as well. So, congratulations to Badass, number 1 on the list tonight. How does it feel, my guy?
Thank you. Feels good tonight. Yeah, for sure. It probably wouldn't have had the same fate had Jake not had that 4-second blunder, but yeah, it was definitely an awesome race for sure.
Well, that's a part of racing. I mean, you put your car in better positioning and kept it a little cleaner on the racetrack, and it paid dividends for you here today. So Sometimes
And
that's what it's all
also,
about.
yep, and I can also imagine if Apex for how he would have had a little bit better luck tonight, he probably would have been pretty close up to me up there. Freak, I mean, not just Apex, but
Yeah, no, it was a great race. So you had great pace up there, and Jake tried everything in his power to catch you up right at the end of the race and give you a good run there right at the end, but just wasn't able quite to get you. So
yep. So definitely looked down and seen my fuel low there, and that's when he started picking up the pace pretty quick.
yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, congratulations, Badass. Anybody you want to thank or shout out or any of the fun stuff?
Thank you, and I want to thank Apex Racing and Jake for his P2 and Freak for his P3 and our new Apex Racing member tonight that was added today, which is great to see, um, and you, of course, for doing this while you're feeling ill.
Yeah. This is the easy part, just talking. Talking doesn't feel so bad, so columns all day
That's
long,
good.
you know what I mean?
That's good. That's good.
Awesome. But the one notable thing we do want to mention here today is literally the photo finish at the start-finish line between Egon and Ninja Kid tonight. They crossed the finish line at the same time.
I know, that's awesome.
I've never seen that before here on Gran Turismo Sport, so it was really cool to see the two guys come across at the same time on track. And I'm not sure how Gran Turismo Sport determined Egon taking 6th over 7th, but maybe because his name is Egon over Ninja Kid. But
maybe.
we don't really know how those inner workings work over Gran Turismo Sport, but I just wanted to mention that because that was absolutely a great way to finish off that race. There was like two cars side by side going across at the same time. I thought Egon just edged him out, but the timer says differently.
That's right.
I'm gonna look in the replay after this and get a photo of it on photo finish.
Oh yeah,
Send
for
it in the
sure.
chat.
Absolutely, it's worth it.
We had the same thing between me and Freak last season, and it showed me, like, it showed my name go into first, and then it showed his name go right back into first. Like, it was instantaneous, and I showed the picture of it, and it was just about, like, my splitter was ahead.
Oh wow, hey, that's crazy.
Going over the line. Yeah, it was insane, but Freak still got the win. So the game gave him the win, so we gave him the win.
Incredible how that works, but yeah, never seen that before. So literally a photo finisher tonight in the OFR between 6th and 7th place, Ninja Kid and Egon, and coming across at the line at the same time. So really great stuff, and actually I can't wait to see that photo. I might go nab it and post it on my page too, just because it's just that great.
Yeah, me too. Yep.
I'll post it in the chat.
All right, beautiful. Well, thank everybody for the great evening of racing again, and we'll catch you guys next week.
See you later, man. Thank you.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow, so. What did I get a gift card for? All right, I was practicing earlier. I tried to practice for the race tomorrow on controller, and yeah, no, that's not gonna fly. I think that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. Let's go see what the doctor says tomorrow. Get an idea what's going on. Side pain in my abdomen, like right in the side of my abdomen. It's what made me originally think Yes, Riley, we are gonna buy you Gran Turismo 7, my guy. Closer to when it's getting released. We have to you have to I have to get an online code for you, and then I'll send you that code, and then you'll have to go and collect that code on your PlayStation, and then you'll get the PlayStation credit, and then you can buy the game from your PlayStation. I feel like you guys can hear these guys. You shouldn't be able to hear these guys. They're having a pretty graphic conversation right now, so I hope you don't hear them. But yes, Riley, we are going to buy you GT7, brother. That's what I think. That's what I think it is. I had an appointment today, but they got called out to an emergency when I was waiting for my appointment, so I hadn't told me to come back in the morning. I feel fine in that sense. Yeah. I mean, it could be that too, right? It could be that. Sure, for sure. I was doing a really ugly glue-down carpet rip-out at the beginning of the week, and it very well could be. So, tore something. I mean, who the hell knows? But you know, I don't complain about paying too much typically. So, for me to want to go see a doctor means that no, it's bothering me pretty bad. So, because I don't go to doctors, I just don't do it. But yeah, we'll go back in the morning and get it all worked out, and then just take it from there. That's all we can do. But yeah, I ran about an hour practicing the rig there this afternoon, and I didn't feel great afterwards. That's for sure. No, pretty sore. My leg was throbbing. No, I used my couch as my seat because I couldn't afford to buy the whole setup, right? So I just bought the stands and the wheel and the pedals for now, and then eventually I will buy the rest of the setup. But I'm in construction, a physically demanding job. Yeah. Sorry, chat. Yeah. Well, I mean, the rig stand itself is only like $130 for me to get the cockpit stand, right? Or for the racing seat. So I mean, really, it's not really that much more to. It's just a seat that's expensive. So, but I mean, that can definitely be modified. Well, because I bought a stand where I can buy the pieces for it later down the road, right? So it all just attaches. You know, you can. Yeah. My setup comes from GT Omega. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, the page is paying for everything that goes to the page, anyways, right? So, I mean, I might order my cockpit mounting. I might order the seat mounting brackets and everything this week, actually, because I got a Facebook payout on hold on my PayPal right now. So, and then some of it's going somewhere else, but yeah. That's pretty much what I do with anything I earn from the stream. It goes back into something, some kind of form of equipment or something, right? So that's probably the next piece, because yeah, positional change will definitely help. But right now, with what I got going on, I don't think it would freaking matter, to be honest. It's just I have to use my leg to use the wheel pedals, so it's gonna bug me. It's just the way it is. I'm just gonna 420 the hell out of myself before the race tomorrow and go to town. Just try to channel it out, pay for it at the end of the race. Alright, guys, I think we're gonna shut it down tonight. I'm not feeling the greatest. Again, I'm not the greatest. I have a health issue right now, and it does need a doctor to take a look at it. So we're gonna shut the broadcast down tonight. Yeah, your boy's just not feeling great. We were doing some practice earlier this afternoon. We're racing in a lobby a little bit this afternoon, and I'm paying for it right now. So I'm still gonna potentially practice off stream tonight, guys. So keep an eye out for a lobby. If you guys see the lobby, feel free to come in and help me practice. But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, everybody, stopping in, hanging out with us during the broadcast, and alright, I gotta change that. I gotta fix that. So, I'll deal with that maybe tonight. Fix my alert box. But you guys rock. For real, for real. I love you guys. And stay winning, guys. Stay winning. You know? Right, sometimes life gets you down. Point in case right now, I'm hurt. I got something going on in my side. It could be a hernia. I'm in pain a lot right now, all the time, and you know, but we still push forward, and we're here every day, and we're trying to do what we can. So we'll be back tomorrow. We have commentary to do tomorrow afternoon, hopefully, as long as I'm out of the doctor's office, and hopefully we have a race tomorrow. So tune it back in tomorrow. We'll try to get a good stream in for you guys tomorrow, and I'm off on Sunday as well, so we might maybe do some Call of Duty or something on Sunday, just so I'm on and streaming. But I love you guys, and we'll catch